So let's just have a quick talk through the model letter. This letter, by the way, comes from, I'll just turn my camera on. Moment. This letter comes from the OET trainer book. It's got 6 practice tests in it. We have used a lot of them though in class. And it was written by, I think about 4 or 5 people wrote this book. So I was one of them. Gurleen Kaira, who runs a big business in India, young woman. I think she did the writing, so I think she wrote this. And then Nick Kenny, who's like a Cambridge massive expert, he's probably like one of the best people in the world, wrote a lot of the listening. Actually, I wrote half the listening and he wrote the other half. And I don't know who did the reading part. Anyway, that's where it's come from. So let's have a look. Dharma's Chakrabarti. That's interesting. It does say address the letter to Ms. Chakrabarti. Anyway, as her family doctor, so notice how they've made the relationship clear between the patient and the writer. I'm writing to refer Ms. Smith, who requires support to change her diet in light of her recent diagnosis of gestational diabetes. So that's interesting. So OET do like it if you use that phrase. You've got in light of, or there's also in view of. It's a nice way of making a link. Blood test on 28th September confirmed her pregnancy, and she's engaged in monthly checkups since then. While her pregnancy in its 2nd trimester is progressing well, she maintains raised blood sugar levels. There we go. So that's talking about the sugar levels. Initially, nice. Healthy food habits were encouraged with pamphlets and fact sheets provided, but Ms. Smith was unable to make the required changes. So there's no like comment there on why, how she should have been able to. It just says factually she was unable to do it. Her busy, stressful job, along with difficulty in cooking separate meals for her family, were the reasons given for non-compliance. There you go. So they're the reasons she gave. So if you just report what the patient said, it's a clever way of avoiding what you think. Over the last 5 years, she's tried a variety of diets to lose weight, all of which proved unsuccessful. Currently, let's go 5 minutes. Her diet consists mainly of convenience foods, such as ready-made meals. So she is going to talk about her current diet, which is important because she's went to a dietitian. She's been unable to introduce fresh vegetables or substitute full sugar drinks for sugar-free varieties, as she reports disliking the taste. I mean, I don't like the second half of that because I just can't imagine that any doctor or dietitian would suggest a diet fizzy drink to somebody, because I thought it was common knowledge that they're one of the worst things you can put inside your body. I mean, it's less sugar, but I've heard it's an appetite stimulant and all sorts of horrible things go on if you do that. So I would not include that. She does not wish to, I wouldn't have put it on the case notes either, mind you. I don't know why it's on the case notes, but it might be because somebody from a different culture wrote it. And they don't see things as, they don't see it as a bad thing like they do in Britain. She does not wish to start insulin injections, so I am referring her into your care. Yeah. To aid the reduction of blood glucose. So they're focusing here on the reduction of blood glucose, whereas most of you have focused on her weight management. I think either's good. I mean, ideally, you'd include both, wouldn't you? I don't see why you have to make a choice. You do both. Be very, very clear on your reasons for writing and the requests that you make. That would be my advice to you.